Let's start this video off like this. I want to thank the Lord above for being my Lord and Savior, for getting me through all the times, good and bad. I want to thank my team for being my team. Let's rock it out. I fear no one. I walk with him. Welcome. What's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy ODM Slim. And now I'm back again with another one. We got a lot of things to do, a lot of content to get into. So let's get to this content. Wack 100. Wack 100. The big booty B word. Man, Wack 100, man. Just been exposed by one of his homies, bro. Exposed by one of his homies. Being a fraud in everything we said all these years about Wack. We've been saying a lot of things about Wack over the time. We've been saying all this stuff about Wack. He not that like this in his hood. He not this. He not that. All these things, and it kind of back in to what was going on. So, Baby Evil from Pacoima Piru Bloods, tapped in, you know what I'm saying? Wack pulled up to the hood day. Everybody think the Pacoima looking crazy, this and that. Ooh, they say, hold on, bro, we ain't looking crazy. This the rules and regulations to the hood. This is going on. But Baby Evil kind of breaks some more down, like, hold on Bloods, there's more to this. But it's your first time to the channel, please gotta like, comment, subscribe, man. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Next, hit that notification bell. Hype the video up some. And with no further ado, title reads, Baby Evil going to put Wack CS2 back on blast. Baby Evil going to put CS2 back on Blee's ass. Let's get to it.
And have concerns about material used here, please contact the No Cap Network directly so we can address the issue promptly.
Yo, in this clip right here, we got Baby, Lil Evil, Baby. I don't even know which one of these dudes it is anymore. But I found a picture of Lil Evil, so I threw that up there like, yeah, that's you, Slim. Shout out to SBGBTV for this phone call interview, because this one had me like, wait, what? It's your boy Smoked Out. Welcome to the No Cap Network, where we
shout out Smoked Out TV.
We don't cap, we don't fold, and we definitely don't rewrite history for nobody. Now look, this evil dude, or whatever name he using today, came with some info that straight up blew my mind. Soon as I heard it, I said, oh no, this ain't normal. According to him, they knew about this CS2 Vac stuff way back in 2008, and you gonna hear him say it himself. Wack ain't been back to Pacoima since 2010, and they saying he ain't even from the turf. Oh, but wait, it gets better. They saying this man was a resource for a bail bondsman. A resource, not a soldier, not a shot caller, a resource. But look, it get deep, man. I ain't even gonna hold y'all.
Crazy work. They saying, Wack, that you ain't even like that in your hood. But a lot of people already kind of figured that out. A lot of people that's like that don't speak the way Wack speak. You know what I'm saying? And the man was a resource. A man was a good, could bail people out, do this and that. The man truck drive, there ain't nothing wrong with it, but he got his own story.
I'm just gonna let y'all hear this for yourselves. Again, shout out to SBGB TV for the audio. Y'all know what it is when it come to me. Smoked out. And the next move better be your best move, because I ain't gonna play with grown men who rewrite their resume. No cap. Let's get into it.
Hey, what's going on, bro? That baby evil, bro. I'm from Pacoima Piru.
So how you feel about Wack repping Piru?
Man, listen, I'm from he from the same neighborhood as me, bro. Just to be real with you. And
How you feel about him repping it though? Like on some real stuff?
No. See, that's what the internet got twisted, bro. The blood not from the turf, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But let me just.
Hey, baby, you can't say blood not from the turf and blood put up to the hood day, though. Let's keep it real. I'm not, no, you know what I'm saying? We could, blood, maybe not for the turf in your eyes, but to Cuban Rob and all the other ones, they see blood for the turf.
Let me just keep it all the way a buck with you, bro. He got into some trouble when he was a kid, right? He went and did some time or whatever in the YA. You know what I mean? But he ain't never, as an adult, man, he ain't never did nothing. You know what I'm saying? He changed his life for the better, whatever the case may be. But he made a mistake as a child. He was never around as an adult. You know what I'm saying? And once he got out,
he made a mistake as a child. He never was around as an adult. It's crazy work.
You know, he got his little, bread together and whatnot. And he was more like the homie that you could call, blood, when one of the little homies got arrested or something. Because, Wack got a bondsman that you know what I'm saying? He got a bail bondsman.
Okay.
So one of the little homies get caught with a burner or something, whatever the case may be, you can call Wack. And Wack will call the bondsman and get the little homie out. You know what I'm saying? With no money down, nothing, just off his word or however they worked it out. You know what I'm saying? So he was more like a resourceful homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then in 2008, when that main.
Hey, but that's the great thing to have, though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. A bondsman, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us going to jail, this, that, better now for free. Woo!
Mainstream case, had happened.
Mainstream case.
The set, we had caught word that he was involved with it. But we didn't get the paperwork till about 2012. You understand what I'm saying? Because you don't instantly get the paperwork. It takes some time. You know what I'm saying? For the people that's in the pen and stuff to get the paperwork down to the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Solid.
So we get the paperwork 2012. We've been trying to call blood to pull up to the turf so we can just hold court about this paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to figure this out. He ain't been to the neighborhood since about 2010.
So the Pacoima Piru is saying, bro, we heard about the Dell Dog stuff and all that, this, that. We try to get a hold of you, try to see what's going on. And bro, like, skedaddles.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't been around since 2010. You feel what I'm saying? And he used to be back and forth to like Oklahoma, I want to say, or Ohio. It was Oklahoma. It was definitely Oklahoma. He used to be back and forth to Oklahoma. And once we got word of this,
I believe Oklahoma is where his brother got popped at too. I think
he felt like it was some pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? He felt like it was some pressure, so he stopped bailing homies out. He stopped doing all that stuff he used to be resourceful for. He vanished. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we like, wow, it must be true. You know what I'm saying? So we get the paperwork about the Main Street case, and it say CS2 back. Now anybody that been, you know what I'm saying?
This is 2012. He's saying he got the case. Not no 2023, 24, all that stuff that we see now. 2012. The Pacoima Pirus already knew about this.
They've been locked up and shit like that. You could put two and two together. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It don't gotta say your first and last name. If me and you drove in my car to go hit a bank on a Thursday, and then the person tell it was on a Thursday, we went and hit the bank, we were on his car, I know who I was with. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I know who I was with, but it ain't. To the masses, it may be kind of tricky to figure out who's what.
Right.
But if me and you went, and you told on me that I picked you up in my car, we went on Thursday at 3:30, I know who I was with on Thursday at 3:30 in my car. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
so when it came out,
So what he's explaining is, what he's trying to say is because it says CS2 back, right? But then on a phone call, Wack is talking to Mark Stevens. And in his transcript on his wiretap, Wack trying to get Dale Dog number from Mark Stevens. Well, eventually Wack does admit that it's him on the call. But he switched up like, oh, that CS2 back part is just false. But he admits that it was me on the call though.
CS2 back, it really was, it was a no-brainer. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was a no-brainer that it was blood. But I can't say this. Wack 100 he's been in the middle of a lot of shit, he's been in the middle of stuff that you would question, and he gotta be working, because just being involved with that stuff, you're gonna at least get questioned. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, the badge was the last straw, homie. The badge was the last straw, because any reputable street guy, ex-street guy, future street guy, whatever the case may be, that badge is the last thing you gonna ever have on your person, homie.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Facts.
As a street dad, as a retired, that's like Big Meeks walking around with a badge on him. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen whether you still in the streets, was in the streets, or about to be in the streets. You never gonna have no badge on you, homie. That's equivalent to like a wire or something, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when that surfaced the internet, blood, it was more or less like, man, all this time, blood, been really them people. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Damn. After all this time, Blood is really them peoples, bro. That's cold game. Blood really trying to take homies down. Blood doing this, Blood doing that. The reason he probably working deals out there with the bail bondsmen, the bail bondsmen come in the feds, and they try to build a case up on the Pacoima Piru Bloods.
Yeah.
and you know, it's people in the hood too that they questioned Blood for years. You know, he got his couple of minions that he still rock with or whatever the case may be, but as far as him coming to the hood and he could pull up to any Piru set, it will not happen, homie. You know what I'm saying? He can't do it. He can't do it. And not because somebody gonna harm him. It's just he don't want to answer to these questions from real generals, though. Homie, you feel what I'm saying?
See what he said? He said he ain't pull up to the streets because his name in all these different situations. He got to explain himself. Not because they're trying to harm him, do something to him, but he got to explain himself. And in the midst of explaining himself, he get caught up like he doing with these young YouTubers, Do Sims and all these other people, and he can't answer these questions. He start lying, start making these lies up. Now, that's when the real gangsters gonna get up on that ass.
Real generals got real questions for Blood.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he don't want to answer to them questions, Blood. It's not the internet, homie, where you can spin your narrative, homie. The streets hold a different type of court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if they got paperwork floating around that insinuates you in it, you gotta come to the turf and debunk it or tell us how it ain't you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you had no problem doing that, Blood, if it wasn't you.
Bingo.
Bingo. You will have no problem if it wasn't you. Bingo. But since it is him, guess what? He has all that type of problem. I'm not a street person. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not this and that and that. So that's his narrative now because it is me.
You see what I'm saying? 'Cause, you know, we could even get some of the people on the line that he implicated. You know what I'm saying? So he afraid of that he pull up to the turf and we actually get on the phone with the homie that's in the pen about him. You know what I'm saying? He don't want that to happen, so he just keep his distance and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say this. He used to be He used to be a nigga with some bread. He don't got that same bread no more. He used to leave with his money. You know what I'm saying? Now he don't got that money no more, so he kind of deflated him, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my outlook on Wack 100, he's not 100. You know, he's just Wack. You see what I'm saying?
He just Wack, cuz. He not 100, he just Wack. We've been saying that forever. This man just Wack. New York know this. Florida know this. Texas know this. Miami, everybody know this. Wack is Wack. Arizona, y'all know this. Montana know this. Idaho, even Washington, we know Wack is Wack. Shout out Baltimore.
It's Wack.
Wack. He's just Wack, homie. He's Wack. And he's not the gangster type of Wack. When we say Wack, he's not that Wack, bro. He's Wack, like corny. You know what I'm saying, blood?
I agree,
He's corny, blood. I try to warn y'all. He's a cornball.
Way.
And you know, you out of town, so you really don't know how LA politics go. But he's not welcoming no Piru set, no Bloodhood, none of that. That's why you didn't see him at the pop out with Kendrick Lamar, homie. It was Bloods, Crips, essays, ages, everybody except Wack 100, bro. Why do you think that was, bro?
Because he can't pull up.
Come on, man. You can't pull out to the pop out when LA was reuniting after 20 years? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The pop out was a big major thing, homie. I seen some of my enemies there, homie. We shook it up, homie. And we was enjoying the evening. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fire, bro. You hear what the man said? That boy said, I see some enemies, my enemies there. Nigga, I was in the, you know what I'm saying, beefing with on the streets. We shook it up, bro. That's how powerful the Papa was. Everybody tried to say Papa was nothing and all that. That's how powerful that was.
That's what Kendrick did for the community, homie.
Facts.
It was similar to when Nipsey passed away, homie. It was enemies picking it. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Yeah, that's solid.
Wack was nowhere to be found, though. You feel me? So that alone will tell you about his character. You know what I'm saying? For somebody that, you know, involved himself in every single thing that go on, bro. For you to not be at them two events, it'll tell you something about yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, bro, let me jump in. How do people feel about the situation with Big U and Loose Cannon, man? How they feeling out there about that? Do they feel like he played a major role in that taking place?
Well, this how we look at it, man. Just to keep it brief with you. What he do is he strategically bring people on these platforms, man. And what happens is he gets them to tell on themselves. You see what I'm saying? He bring them to these platforms and he strategically asks these folks certain questions to incriminate themselves, knowing that them people watch these platforms, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why you never gonna see no real in the field gangster go do no interviews. Them is interrogation rooms for real, blood. For the world to see.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So any real active member ain't gonna go sit down up there. And if they do, they gonna go up there and talk about their music career or whatever they trying to promote. But if you talking about past dealings and what's been going on in the street, that ain't gonna never happen to no active member or ex-active member. So what he do, he brought Loose Cannon up there and really egged him on to start telling on himself. You feel what I'm saying, homie? Anybody that talk to Wack, he gather up data on you, homie. And whenever y'all fall out, that's when he gonna start releasing it, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Big U been punking Wack. You know what I'm saying? Big U been punking Wack out.
Big U been punking Wack. What? Wack been getting punked by Big U?
For 10,000, 20,000, you know what I'm saying? Wack would call it looking out, but nigga, you getting punked. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's it. But now he don't got that money no more like that, so he really, like I say, he feel deflated, homie. You know?
They done drank this nigga, man. They drank it for the police, for the bail bosses. Big U done drank him for the keep him across his head with the 30,000, 20,000, 15,000 donations. He got a BBL, and he getting his wife tits done, ass done. He getting R&B tits and ass done. This man is a trick out this world.
What I'm saying, like, He say, "Oh, Big U, I paid Big U mortgage." He made you pay it, homie. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't like you wasn't looking out, homie. Big U, man. A lot of people don't know this, homie. Big U was the Debo character. That's what they made Debo off of. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah. I definitely already heard that one.
Okay, so that's his real MO. He really testing stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Wack was another victim, man, and that's why he's so happy that Big U locked up. You know what I mean? So he really just give people the platform to tell on themselves, bro. That's really how it goes. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't never gave none of the homies from the turf a platform. You know what I'm saying? To promote their music or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's only people telling on themselves. Yeah,
man.
It's only people that he get on there to tell on themselves about cases I think that the feds want to know about.
That's it. Listen to me. I don't want to say an informant because that's probably smaller than what he is. He's probably an active member of the gang task force, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I think.
Like I said, I don't call him an informant because the informant too small. I don't want to call him an informant because the informant too small. He's an active gang member, active member of the gang task force. I believe he's part of the cyber unit where they on the internet doing all this cyber crimes, getting stuff together, and he helping commit crimes and putting people down. He's deep undercover.
That's what I think.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I think, bro. And I'm gonna tell you that from everything I'm seeing with the situation that happened outside of No Jumper. I dropped a video yesterday showing everybody how he just went on No Jumper Thursday and explained if you are there when somebody commits a robbery and you witness it while being with that person and you don't report it, you can be charged the same way as the person that did the robbery. And he was there at the robbery outside of No Jumper where the guys got beat, robbed, stripped, and pistol whipped. And he goes back to the crime scene every single week to do an interview without a worry in the world. And he brought back the watch from the victim who got robbed and stripped and showed it on TV. But he still go back there every week and do a podcast.
At the minimum, blood, that's at the minimum.
That is crazy work. I never put that. I forgot about that, bro. That's crazy work, bro. Man, this man is over the feds. What y'all think, man? This man is the feds or what, man? We're gonna go a little bit longer, bro. But damn, this is crazy.
Come on, blood. That's a charge of possession of stolen property, blood. That's
right.
just at the minimum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just at the minimum, blood should have got bammed with possession of stolen property. You know what I'm saying, blood?
Yeah.
And then they would have locked him up for that, and then built the other charges on him while he was, incarcerated for that possession of stolen property. So for blood to get off with no charges, not even an interrogation about that. Come on, man, it'll tell you something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It tell me a lot. That's why when people be saying that oh, he ain't working and we don't see no paperwork. The paperwork is his actions. I don't have to see it written in black and white. His actions show me who he is.
Man, listen, you only gonna get paperwork when an individual go to trial and fight them people. You don't get paperwork when people take a plea deal. You don't get paperwork when, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be somebody who stand up against them people and go to trial. That's when you gonna get all the transcripts and everything like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people take deals though, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been locked up before and they gonna think if they go to trial, they're getting all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't got paperwork because they didn't go to trial, homie. You know what I'm saying? And I think Wack, he know that, bro. He know a lot of people not gonna go to trial. He think you going to trial about this. He's trying to go to trial right now.
Yeah.
Just so he can get that paperwork to expose everybody who's telling on him. And I think that's when it's gonna come out. That Wack been killing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, so he's saying on Big U, when Big U get this, when Big U get his discovery and all that stuff, he gonna figure out Wack telling on him because he going to trial. Woo! What y'all think, man? What y'all think? And if Wack isn't a paperwork, how would the streets feel about Wack? After all the assumptions you got, plus the paperwork, Is he gonna change or is the same?
When that Big U paperwork come out, you know what I'm saying? I think that's when a lot of that stuff gonna surface. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gonna see. Like I say, I know Wack is from my neighborhood, man. I really know him. You know what I'm saying? And he had an incident with Floyd Mayweather one time where he tried to get Floyd to holler at Oscar De La Hoya for a couple million about some videos he got. Man, De La Hoya told him, man, fuck. Man, F you, man. Put out that tape if you want to, homie. I ain't giving you no millions for no, you know what? They try to extort him. You know what I'm saying?
This man trying to extort people. Come on, bro. I got a video. Same thing they did with Shaq and Stutterbox. Trying to extort Shaq. Come on, Wack.
Okay.
It didn't work.
Wow.
It didn't work. That's some old school information. Not just now hearing it start to surface on the internet, but that's some back in the day stuff, homie. You know what I'm saying? He thought he was like Big U with the extortion game, but he don't got the right amount of pressure for that. You know what I'm saying? People ain't scared of you. You a little dude, homie. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen, you a little bitty guy, 5'4" with a big butt. Nobody's scared of you, Wack. You ain't got that pressure like Big U. Don't hurt his heart, evil. Evil, don't hurt his heart, evil. He don't want to hear that, evil. Not the Pacoima Piru Blood. Not the C-Blank Waxster. He ain't got that pressure. Well, how Kevin Gates said pressure. Kevin Gates, that pressure. That pressure.
Yeah.
That pressure.
Bro, this from LA, nobody's scared of that dude, man. He don't call no shots. Blood is scary for real. You don't see him catching no fades. You don't pull up and squabble with nothing. You know what I'm saying? And Kelly, that's what we do, homie. It ain't just about gunplay. We don't even, you know what I'm saying? Just pull up, you get punched out, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
For him to not even protect his name, blood, and pull up and catch head up phase with the homies, then he's a board, blood. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing you can say or do to change nobody's mind no more, homie. Our minds is made up, blood. And that badge sealed the deal, homie.
Sealed it.
Sealed the
badge
deal.
sealed the deal, homie. That badge sealed the deal. There's nothing you can say, blood. Any street nigga, bro, any cat that would never have no badge on him, homie. You know what I'm saying? That's like a Muslim with a Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, never would have a badge.
Come on, man. And there's no excuse on that either, homie. It just ain't gonna happen, homie. But I just want to give my insight because I'm right here in the turf. He don't come around, you know what I'm saying? And I've been seeing this little shit go viral since that badge. I'm not no internet cat, homie. Somebody sent me your live because they like, man, he got him all the way broke down. So I peeked and I'm like, man, this dude telling the truth on blood. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
Yeah, this is coming from the turf, man. You own your shit. You know what you're talking about, bro. That's all.
Man, I appreciate you calling in, bro. Solid.
Most definitely. And like I say, man, Dirty Evil, if he want to rebuttal any of this, man, he can call me. We could tap it up. If he know what's going on, man, he gonna act like he ain't even hear this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He used to call into the show, but he won't call in here no more.
But I thought that was kind of weird though. Wacky's always calling to your show and like give you content and going back and forth with you. I feel like that was in cahoots at one point. I ain't gonna lie.
And you know, the other day when the badge came out and we dropped it, I tried to call him for the first time. He wouldn't answer. So he won't call in no more and he ain't answering. He ain't rocking with us no more.
Man, I heard one or two of y'all calls together, and if you notice, homie, out of everybody he speaks to, homie, he did not get loud with you, homie. He didn't raise his voice, homie.
At all.
He didn't do none of that. And you know why? Because you got him beat, homie, with facts.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If you really notice, if you watch any time somebody go at Wack, homie, he get to getting aggressive, blood. He get to getting on love. I listened to 2 conversations with you and blood, and he didn't raise his voice one time. He sound more like he looking for some reasoning, blood. So I'm like, oh man, this dude got him beat, blood, on the sense. So, you know, that's just my take on it. I'm like I say, I'm right here in the land, blood. So he can't call and act like All them out of town dudes, they don't know what they talking about. No, I'm still right here in the turf, man, for Pacoima. You know what I'm saying, man? So if you want to call in and chop it up about this and try to... All right, what's going on, bro? That baby evil, bro. I'm from Pacoima.
All right. For sure, man. Listen. So what y'all think? What y'all think, man? Baby Evil put Wack out like that, man. Baby Evil, Wack 100, bro. He explained back on his story. Wack, he said that you ain't did nothing as an adult, no nothing, bro. So we're on this seat, blank stuff come out. With all this super YA shit come out. With all this other stuff come out, Wack. Is Wack whole persona made up? What's up the Wack 100 followers? What y'all gotta say about y'all guy, man? This y'all big fella. How y'all look at y'all big fella right now, man? You know what I'm saying? But he went to the hood day though, Slim. What y'all think, man? Y'all gotta get in the comments, bro. Because I you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel my way, they gonna feel their way, and y'all are the people that decide the way to go. It's your boy ODM Slim. And like the other man, I'm out of here. Peace out. Y'all enjoy y'all day. You already know I'll be coming on this Friday. Let's get it. What's the deal? It's your boy ODM Slim. You know what time it is, man. MummyDust.com, man. Mummy Dust, man. You see the gear, man. Fly as hell. When you see ODM, you see Mummy Dust. That's the only thing I'm wearing from here on out. You'll see all my type of, you know what I'm saying, custom-made stuff. MummyDust.com. Promo code ODM Slim, man. Get your 15% off all Mummy Dust gear. We going crazy, man. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is tap in, like the shirt, see the size you want, and get the shirts. No problem. Send them off. You see some ODM wearing. You want that? It probably cost you a little more. But listen, go check it out. MummyDust.com, man. It's your boy ODM Slim, man. I'm telling you. We got the flyest there is. It's us. Who fly to us? You let me know. You know what I'm saying? MummyDust.com. Mummy Dust with an I, not a Y. So if you want to be fly, Mummy Dust with an I. Straight up. Mummy Dust with an I. If you want to be fly. Either way it goes, it's Mummy Dust with an I. Get y'all merch. Let me know what's going on. A promo code ODM Slim. We going crazy. Let's go.